So EA just sold to Saudi Arabia's public investment fund for $55 billion, and yeah, that's a huge move. It's one of the biggest deals in gaming history, bigger than when Microsoft picked up Bethesda or when Sony grabbed Bungie. EA is now off the stock market, private and under brand new ownership, which instantly changes how they're going to operate. The first thing that jumps out is the fact they're no longer answering to shareholders every quarter. That might sound like a good thing because it means they don't have to rush unfinished games just to hit financial goals. But at the same time, it also means a lot of decisions are now going to happen behind closed doors with way less transparency that could free them up, or it could make it harder to trust. Now, the games themselves aren't disappearing. No, FIFA, Madden, Sims, Apex, Battlefield, those are too big to touch, but what I'm wondering is whether this deal gives EA more breathing room to bring back stuff people have been asking for. We're talking Dead Space sequels, Skate, maybe even reviving Medal of Honor, or do they just keep leaning hard into the yearly sports cycle and live service updates because that's safe money? That's the big question. And honestly, EA needs a reset. The Battlefield launches has been rough, Anthem bombs, sport games get dragged every single year for recycled content. They have some wins with Jedi Fallen Order and Jedi Survivor and Dead Space Remake, but overall their reputation hasn't been great. If this new ownership pushes them to focus on quality, maybe we finally get an EA people used to love back then. But let's be real here, money usually plays it safe. When a company is backed by billions, and the easiest path is to double down on what already sells. Sports titles, microtransactions, battle passes. If that's all EA focuses on, then nothing really changes for the players. You'll still be paying extra just to get the full experience. What makes this interesting is the ripple effect. If one of the biggest publishers in the world just got bought for this kind of money, other companies are watching. Ubisoft, Capcom, Square Enix, who's to say they're not next? And suddenly, it's not just Sony and Microsoft fighting for exclusives anymore. Now we've got even bigger players with deeper pockets step into the mix. And the reality is, the industry is already in a fragile spot. Prices creeping up, layoffs are happening everywhere, and the games are even dropping way broken more often. Big buyouts like this could either stabilize EA or let them take more creative risk, or just push them further into safe corporate formulas. For players, it really comes down to whether this gives us better games or just more ways to spend money inside of them. Something I keep circling back to is what happens with EA Play. Right now, EA Play is bundled into Game Pass Ultimate, which has been a huge selling point for Xbox, but with new ownership, that deal might not last forever. If they decide to pull EA Play out and make his own premium subscription again, it could shake things up in a big way. Imagine paying for Game Pass and then also needing EA Play separate again. That wouldn't sit well with players, I'm gonna be honest. There's also an esports angle. FIFA and Madden already have competitive scenes, and Apex has a steady esports following too. With more money behind it, those games could see bigger tournaments, bigger prizes, and way more exposure. That could be exciting if done right, but it could also risk alienating casual players if EA shifts too much focus towards competitive play. And we can't ignore the smaller studios under EA, Respawn, Bioware, and DICE. These teams carry the company with some of their best work. Under new ownership, do they finally get the breathing room they've needed to deliver something special? Or do they get even more pressure to pump out sequels and live service content? That could decide whether this whole deal is remembered as a positive or negative. At the end of the day, this is one of the moments where players just wait and see. The headlines sound huge, the money is insane, and the possibilities are wide open. But until we actually see what EA does under this new ownership, it's all speculation. Either way, the industry is paying attention because a move this big doesn't just affect EA, it sets the tone for what might be coming next in gaming. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Also like, comment, subscribe if you liked the video. It's your boy Memories. I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace.